Why have you forsaken us?
Oh my God.
What?
Then I gotta like you.
What? What? You're not gonna like it now?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, they like it.
Yeah, you're right. Oh shit.
What'd you do?
I was gonna drink this Red Bull, but all of the other ones are in the car.
Oh, that's fine. I'll stay out of the car.
You sure?
Yeah, I put it in the fridge at work anyway.
Okay, maybe someone will buy you one anyway.
Yeah, you did. I didn't really ask any questions about your money.
Fantastic. The goats.
Where are you?
I know Zach was gonna be devastated. Death and Black Hole, what up? It says you're the #1 top fan.
What you sound like? Where are you? I'm so sorry. Why have you forsaken me? Daddy. Come on, everyone. Daddy Creepy just went live. Woo!
Amazing Stop Motions, what's up? How's everyone doing tonight? Sorry, trying to find the best angle here.
Drop a 1 in the chat for Daddy Crispy.
Don't know why you're #1 fan. Hey, take it as a compliment, I guess, huh? Got a bunch of cool stuff to work on tonight. So I put a poll in the Discord. I admittedly forgot to look at the results before I came on here, so
Oh my. You playing with toys? Oh no, that's
no, it's me. So we're gonna be working on a bunch of different stuff. If I remember correctly, though, I brought up Red Goblin, and I got a lot of yes pleases. So oops. Okay, yeah, this works better. All right, cool. Cool beans. What? All right, a few people that are in my chat right now. I was originally using this like I don't know. I honestly don't know what the dude's name is. I just know he's from the not Amazon Aquaman movies. But I didn't like the diaper piece was like originally had the skirt and stuff, so it was like way too baggy. I didn't like it. So this one, I've put this one on here. This looks good. But now, I don't mind the legs. Do I still keep the legs? Or do I switch them to this? I'm going to swap the torso to this probably, because it fits better too. You see, there's just a lot of gappage here, so. Patrick Giles, what up? We're messing around with Red Goblin tonight. Well, my version of him. Oh, Mr. Impossible, thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Doing a Red Goblin. Yeah, a lot of people ask me for Green Goblin and stuff. I think it's so funny that I still haven't made a Green Goblin. I'm not like on purpose to try to be different or anything, but I made a lot of not as popular like villains at first when I was doing these videos. And Green Goblin has just continued to slip through the crack as I make more and more popular villains. I'll get to him eventually. I just feel like he's one that I want to take up my time on because he's just such an iconic Spider-Man villain, you know? So I just want to make sure I do him justice when I eventually get to him. Cobalt, what's up, man? Looks like you're the number 2 fan. I think this is new for my streams. I don't remember seeing like number 1 fans before, so that's cool. I don't know I don't know where that came from, but Death and Black Hole is number 1 and Cobalt's number 2. Yeah, where is Zacho? He was trying to get my attention in the Discord. And now I finally go live and he's not here. Well, I guess it's kind of turned into Carnage, so you're not wrong. Oh yeah, the top part. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, Death in a Black Hole. You're probably right. That's funny. These might be the same size. Let's see here. So I think I'll paint up some of these details really quick before we put the torso on, because they'll probably get covered up. It's this is a Spawn figure, but I think that's why everyone's saying this would be a good symbiote, because it gives off like null. But this part is what I'm going to use for my Red Goblin. So I guess that's good that I waited and swapped around some parts, because I feel like this is going to work a little bit better now. So I'm kind of happy it went like this. I'm going to change out my little... I got to change my pad. It's called Haunt. I think it's a newer Spawn character. Sorry about that. I had to wet my palette real quick. I am back. Yeah, I think he's a newer character. I think I watched a YouTube video recently about. If I'm not mistaken, Haunt was a collaborative character created with Todd and the dude who does Invincible. I always forget his name. Mike, what's up, man? Perfect timing. Derek, we're making a Red Goblin tonight, so everyone's kind of close with their guesses, and So that's cool. Someone said this figure would make a perfect Carnage. And then someone said Green Goblin. And what do you know? It's both. But in this universe, Red Goblin will exist, but I thought about it, but I think it'd be kind of, at least for me personally, I think it'd be kind of cheap if this was my way of like doing Green Goblin and Carnage, you know, and just not making those characters otherwise. So Red Goblin will exist, but I feel like, well, not. I don't feel like I'm the creator. I know that there will be other versions of both characters. Like there will be a real Green Goblin. There will be a real Carnage. So we're gonna do some of these minor details first. Chemistry, Selena, good morning. What's up? How are you? For everyone in the chat, did you guys see my Scorpion video that went live today? I fell way behind on editing, so I had to put them out today instead of my usual Wednesday. But last I checked, the numbers are doing pretty all right, so maybe I'll start doing Fridays more often. I want to start doing 2 videos a week when I can. I'm not gonna like put too much pressure on myself to make sure I hit that number every single time. But there's some like characters outside of the Sinister Six I've been working on that I want to put videos on, you know? Like this Red Goblin, the Punisher that we might start working on tonight. Someone commissioned me to do a Maximum Spider-Man custom for them, so I want to make a video of me doing that. So. Oh, everyone's in a Discord call? Ah. Selena, it is 9:28 here. Well, 9:29 now. Well, hell yeah. I'm glad you're hanging out here instead of Roblox, because Roblox sounds fun too. The crown, it's a top fans thing. I just noticed it tonight when I started up the stream, so I'm not 100% sure what it means. I don't know if anyone else has better knowledge of it. I don't know if this is a newer like YouTube streaming thing or if it's just new to like my streams. I don't know. I don't know where it came from. Everyone's saying, all right, cool. Yeah, definitely check out Scorpio video. I'll be curious to see what you think. Hide a 40K reference. It's 9:29. Okay, so Patrick's in the same time zone as me. Scorpion looks sick. Thank you, Copal. Thank you. Yeah, Death and Black Hole is an unlimited source of knowledge. I go to him often in these chats and off to the side as well in Discord and stuff. Plus, he's just a really nice, cool dude. I'm glad you, how did you find my stuff, Death and Black Hole? I know you were in my stream a few weeks ago now, right? And then you've been here since. However you found your way into here, I'm glad you did, man. It's an honor to have you. Conspicuous. What up, dog? I should hide that 40K reference. It'll make me extra cool. I'm not too familiar with 40K. Oh, this dude's Warhammer, isn't he? Oh, well then, there you go, mister. This is part of the custom tonight, so. Conspicuous and Juju, we're going to put together a Red Goblin tonight, which I think will be pretty fun and unique, so. It's funny. I honestly didn't know too much about Red Goblin. I bought the Marvel Legend of it a while back. I got in a lot with a Demo Goblin. I wanted the Demo Goblin Build-A-Figure, and Red Goblin came with, and I was like, okay, well that looks cool. I'll take it. But once I found out it was Norman with the Carnage symbiote, I was like, oh, that's insane. I love it. But honestly, I don't know much past that. So Red Goblin in my universe will be pretty unique. I think I'm not like 100% sure what his story is going to be or his origin or whatever in my universe. But like I said, it's not going to be Norman, and it's not going to be the only Goblin or Carnage symbiote in this universe. This will just be like someone who's used both old Goblin armor and gotten their hands on the Carnage symbiote. But yeah, it won't be the only one. Where's the rest of the body for that head? Yeah, I appreciate that, Death and Black Hole. That's cool. I'm glad you've stuck around, man. You're a good dude. I'm glad to have you. And now you're a mod. And it looks like the people are happy you are too, so I'm glad. I think I've chosen wisely with the mods I've had so far, and you guys are all really incredible, so thank you. I think to pin it. Well, I'm on mobile. I don't know if you guys are on mobile, but when I choose this like particular message and hold it down, it gives me an option to pin it. So I don't know if that helps at all. I don't know if you're on mobile. I don't know that I've ever used YouTube on desktop, so I wouldn't be much help there, sadly. Oh yeah, Zacho's a mod, Mike's a mod. Is there anyone else? I feel like there's someone else. Maybe that's it. Oh, I'm sorry, mister. I think I didn't answer your question. So this is this is the torso. This is gonna be the abdomen section. And then the legs are kind of up in the air. I had an original leg design, but now I'm kind of see how I feel as I go about what I want the legs to look like. Oh, the '94 Fantastic Four movie. That's that's the one that like was gonna never release, right? They're like just making it so they could keep the rights to the movie. I've never seen that either. I've watched a couple YouTube videos on it now. It's so fascinating. But I've never seen it either. Where can you find that video? Maybe I'll try to watch it sometime. Is it on YouTube? I think it's funny. Right before I went live, I had seen all the notifications from the Discord saying people tagging me and being like, "When are you gonna go live?" Blah blah blah. And now I'm live and none of them are here. Game Guy Mike, welcome back. How was work, my friend? I know you're here, Chemistry. You're to go. You've been here a while too, haven't you, Chemistry? Just in general, with watching live streams and stuff. Mendoza, thank you, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Mike, I have no clue what's happening in Discord voice chat. Is that? I think so. I think it was Chemistry, right? Was it you or Fantastic that was saying that's where everyone is and that's why they aren't in here? I think they're Mike. I think they're going feral because I took too long to go live. I was just about on time. I said I was going to try to do 8:30. I went live about 9:15. So. Since the second live stream. Yeah, okay. I mean, I remember seeing your name for a long time now. That's awesome, man. Thanks for hanging around for so long. I think the second live stream ever, I was at work. Right? We were just talking toys while I was bored at work. I brought some of my toys to work to play with, and I was trying to figure out some custom ideas. Oh, how far we've come, huh? So these hoses, I think I'm gonna, on Hydro Man and stuff, I made them gray, but on here, I think I'm gonna make them red to make it seem like the Carnage symbiote's kind of being fed through them. I think that'll look cool. I know I had like nice contrast. Because I was also thinking like the blue, like some of the all the figures have, you know, but I think red will look cool, so. Oh yeah, Chemistry, my coworker walked in. Yeah. That's right. That's so funny you remember all that. I remember it too now. Spider-Man fan, what up? You guys were rioting in the Discord. That's fair. I'm honored I incite riots in anticipation of my arrival. Derek, my day was really good, man. We had some storms here in the Midwest. That cooled the weather off. Like I don't know how it was by you. Death. I know you're not too far from me, a couple hours outside of Chicagoland. Where yesterday at work I needed a jacket. But yeah, today was pretty pretty mild out too, so I took a long walk. I went to the comic book store. I actually bought a bunch of comics today. You guys should see my stack. Maybe after I'm done with this abdomen, while it's drying, we can take a break and look at them if you guys are interested in that at all. But there's like some really good stories out right now that people have been raving about that I want to check out. And I kind of fell off with a comic book collecting for a long time, so I was like, okay, let me try to get back into comic book collecting with some of these stories. And I'm checking out the new Ultimate Spider-Man run. I heard that's good so far. I got Absolute Batman. A lot of people have been seeming to like that. And then I got, so far, I also got Absolute Green Lantern and Absolute Flash. Oh, and Martian Manhunter. I held off on Superman and Wonder Woman for now. I figured I should like try to catch up on some of the others before I buy even more. But I mean that alone was a lot of comics because Ultimate Spider-Man is up to 18 issues already. I didn't realize it started last year. And then Absolute Batman has 10 issues. Flash, Martian Manhunter, and Green Lantern only have about 4 issues each, so that wasn't as bad. Christmas colors don't seem like a Red Goblin color, but thinking about it, they are. Yeah, right? I was like, oh, I'm going to do red, and I was like, wait, it's going to look like a Christmas tree. But I think just like accents, it won't, I think it's going to look good. I don't know. There's a little itty bit of red there right now. I think it looks all right. Going to Tennessee? That's cool, Spider-Man fan. What part of Tennessee you going to? I think we've talked about it before. I lived in Tennessee for a while, so I'm a fan of the state. Gets hot there though. That was the hardest part of living in the South, I'll be honest. Andrew Garfield is Flash in DCU? That'd be crazy. I would say JJ, we are making Red Goblin. Also, yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about Andrew's Flash either. Maybe I think I'd be okay with it if he was like if maybe he was like an older Barry Allen then, and then we get Wally West. I'll be okay with that. But I'm a Wally West fan. I want Wally West more than Barry Allen personally, but I think we've had this discourse before. But what about you guys? What Flash do you want in the DCU? I think we'll probably get plenty of iterations of all the characters, that have several people that take up the mantle, because we already have Guy Gardner, and we're also going to get Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. And they said that who you call it's going to be in the Lantern show, Guy Gardner. So we'll get all of them at once. So that'll be cool. As a huge Green Lantern fan, I'm so happy we're getting like proper Green Lantern representation finally. To really get a look at the Lantern Corps and stuff, that's gonna be so fun. I'm pretty hyped. Does it look like Christmas, Death Knight Black Hole? Everyone's switching up on Marvel. Yeah. Grandparents and uncle live there. Oh, that's cool, Swidey. Sacco back. What up? Pose perfect. Yo. Mr. Terrific is better than Iron Man. Wow. Bold. Grant Gustin. Yeah, I think it would be cool to see Grant Gustin back. He said he would love to play the role again. And I never watched a CW, but the little bit of it that I have seen, like in clips and stuff, he's a really good Flash. So. John is the GOAT. John Stewart. Are we talking about Green Lantern still? Because if so, then yeah, I agree. John Stewart is the GOAT. The question, Black Hole, I believe. Well, I think I asked you specifically if this looks like Christmas, and then otherwise, I was asking who everyone's. Well, you said what your favorite Flash is, and then this looks like we got talking about Green Lanterns. I'm glad to see everyone agrees that Green Lantern is. A lot of people are saying John Stewart. I like Gamer Guy Mike's Kyle Rayner though, because if I had to pick someone other than John Stewart to be my favorite Green Lantern, it would definitely be Kyle. So. Love that for you, Mike. Looks like we're often on the same page when it comes to our ideas and interests and stuff, so that's cool. You know, one Green Lantern I was like super unfamiliar with until I got the McFarlane toy of it, because it just looked really cool, and now that I'm like collecting McFarlane again, I mostly just want to get like lanterns and like a Justice League and stuff. And a Justice Society. With Simon Baz, I think you pronounce it. I want to say he's a newer Green Lantern. But yeah, I wasn't familiar with him, but it's a pretty neat story. It's pretty fascinating. It's a cool way to bring like modern. Well, I guess it's not a modern issue probably, but like more modern things into it. Like it's from what I read, he gets like a little, McFarlane cards come with a little card with a short story. It's just about like a Muslim, I think, Pakistani dude that like has to deal with like all the racism and bigotry around that. And then gets like a Green Lantern ring and stuff. So yeah, I'll be curious to read more about him. Never really heard of him until the action figure. And of course, Jessica Cruz. I have that action figure too. That one's pretty sweet. Or no, I'm sorry, it's Jade. I don't think they've made a proper Jessica Cruz yet. That goes here. Yeah, the whole film is peak. Derek Thompson, yeah, no problem. Don't worry, these are pretty laid back streams, if I do say so myself. Got a little like folk tunage or something going on in the back here I like, so just some chill vibes, Yeah, Gamer God Mike. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that was pretty unfamiliar with Simon. I haven't. I unfortunately haven't read much about him since. I like to see if he has like a good comic run. Or look up, see if he's got like a good comic run or something I could check out. Also, yeah, don't spoil the movie. Seems like a lot of us have seen it already, but some of us haven't. So, Kyle Rayner won, John Stewart. Yeah, I'll probably agree with you, Mike. Casting for Batman, I honestly don't know. I'm curious. So I guess Batman won't be like super young, right? Because they're doing Brave and Bold, and they're saying Damien's gonna be the Robin, right? So like Batman's got to be older already, but I know they also want to like find an actor that's younger, right? So that he can like, cause like it seems like they're gonna use like Superman, Green Lantern, or not. Well, yeah, maybe Green Lantern, but like Superman, Wonder Woman. Seems like they're putting a lot of thought into those castings because they know those are going to be characters that will be around. You know, like the Robert Downey Jr.'s. Right? Well, he's back now, right? But you know, Iron Man stuff where he was in. Like, how many movies was he not in? I think it's easier in a Infinity Saga to pick the movies he wasn't in some capacity. And it seems like James Gunn wants to do the same with some of the most iconic legacy characters. So I don't know. I've seen people say Alan Richmond. I think that would be good. He's a bigger dude. I know he's a little bit older. Older to movie standards, sadly, because he's like 40 something. But geez, so is Robert Pattinson, and he's playing a year 2 Batman. So. He's definitely jacked enough. I haven't watched Reacher, but apparently he's really good in it. I admittedly only know him from Blue Mountain State. I loved that show back in the day. Chemistry, thank you, man. Yeah, Brave and Bold is pretty peak. So I'm glad they're gonna use that. It will I think knowing that they're gonna do Brave and Bold though then tells us kind of the point in the timeline we're at, right? Because if Damien already exists and he's the Robin and he's a little bit older, so then that means Ra's al Ghul and Talia al Ghul are significant. Does that mean Ra's is already dead? I'm not too familiar with the Brave and Bold comics and stuff. Does he have to be dead? Because I know Damien is Talia's biological son, right? But that just means, yeah, the Red Hood already exists, presumably, or Jason Todd is already there. Dick. Because they're going to do a Teen Titans movie. I know they're like fast tracking that, which I'm hyped for because I love Teen Titans. But I think it's kind of cool though. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's kind of cool that James Gunn is just kind of like jumping into this universe. I saw he said in an interview or something. that he's kind of like, he knows that. Sorry, I'm catching up. My girlfriend just said I can't multitask. Hobgoblin, Green Goblin, Venom, Carnage. Oh, I got a cool base for a Hobgoblin. I can show you. Actually, I can show you guys later. Razor Slasher, what up, bro? But I think it's cool that, you know, James Gunn was saying that, like, you know, you can't catch up with what? It's 2025, so like, oh wow. When did the first MCU movie come out? 08? Has it really been 17 years of MCU already? So, you know, that's insane. So the DCU can't catch up with that. Like trying to use the same pace, right? So James Gunn was talking about how they just have to kind of like use an already established universe, which I won't talk about it too much. Black Hole, don't worry. There's nothing like too spoilery in this, but you know, he pretty much like acknowledges in the Superman movie, right, that we're inside a universe where superheroes already exist, and they've been there for a long time. So I think that's the only way you can like successfully do all of this, and so I think that's the only way, like jumping in and having Damian already as the Robin and everything like that. I think that's the only way that all makes sense, is because we're already in a well-established universe. So all those people have been around a while. So I guess that'll just like help like further like build out the already established universe. Chemistry's got the #1 crown still. Black Hole, you fell all the way to #3, man. What's happened? Yeah, no spoilers for Superman. Chemistry and I think Black Hole, they both requested no spoilers. I will keep it spoiler free. Like I said, what I said isn't a spoiler by any means. Don't worry. It's established within like the first 3 minutes of the movie, so I'm not spoiling anything for you guys. But it just really helps like immerse you and like world build. So. Spider-Man fan, how do you not have a crown? The Wolf from Twilight. Oh, that'd be funny, fantastic. Yeah, I like The Offspring. Toy Nerds, yeah, I love the movie as well, and I think everyone will. Yeah, Superman. I agree. Fantastic. Well, you have it in your name, so maybe you know, we'll be changing our minds after next week. But I got my tickets to see Fantastic Four. Have you listened to The Offspring? Yeah, Razor Slasher. I listen to The Offspring. I like The Offspring. How's that looking so far? Death and Black Hole says Christmas trees. Planery, what up? Yeah, Spider-Man fan. I gave it a 9 out of 10 too. Oh, Doomslayer colors, that's true. A Spider-Man fan always wants the music turned up. Oh, Gamer Guy, I loved your Joker laugh. Oh, Fantastic Four in IMAX 3D, that would be crazy. My girlfriend hates IMAX, so I usually skip on the IMAX, but you got banned on Discord? Do a custom Venom? Yeah, I've been thinking about it. Pred Helmet, I was here, dog. I went live and you guys didn't come. Blannery, you should, dude. I'd be excited to see it. My expectations for Supergirl, I think it's gonna be good. I think if it's, you know, even analysis go to Superman, it's a win. So I'm excited. No, you're good, Pet Helmet. Is this Norman or Harry? Spider-Man fan, you're not wrong, bro. I think we're all thinking that. She's not kinda, she is, but yeah, it's Norman in comics. It's definitely, I don't think it's gonna be Norman here, so just a little teaser for you. Her name's was it Millie Alcott or something like that? Also, I guess Field of Dreams was wrong. It should have been built in. They'll come late. Yeah, no kidding, Black Hole. Yeah, Spider-Man fan. Shh. Oh, Marvel Crispy Universe. I like that. No, I was yeah, I think collabs would be fun. Blannery, I have some cool Predator action figures, so I wouldn't mind them making their way into my universe. All right, Spider-Man fan, have fun. Oh, Harry's son. You could do something like that. That could be a fun idea. Let me grab my other red. So I got a new red just for this. It's like a kind of a I love the MKU. I'm down for that. Okay, it's not much different in shade. Whatever. So we'll do this guy first. We'll just really slather it on there because we'll do a couple layers. Plus, I want it to be a little bit darker. I think that would be cool. So, plus, I didn't even think about it, but with the white parts on here, it'll add like different shades of red. So that would be cool. Yeah, this is looking good. I like this red. I like it going on black as like a base color. So I'll make sure if we don't use the legs from this guy, I'll make sure to paint those black before we go red, because this looks really good. This is gonna look better. I think this texturing I like a lot better than the other figure I was originally gonna use. I think this definitely gives more of a Carnage feel. the other figure didn't look bad. It just didn't. It was kind of just didn't scale the right way that I wanted it to. It was a little big. The torso was a little large. So, oh, looks like whoever owned this before me modded the neck. I got this used, so probably give him more articulation range, presumably. I don't know. We'll see how that works with the 40K helmet I want to use. There's a 40K dude in here still. The guy that said I'll be super cool if I added a 40K reference. Yeah, sorry, I'm catching up on messages again while I'm here painting. Yeah, I definitely want to. Yeah, I definitely want to highlight this, this part with some black. I was thinking doing like a dry brush of black too, to really like. But this is looking really good. I like the. Yeah, maybe I'll use the legs it came with after all, because I think this looks really good. This looks really good as a corn. I might just skip the Red Goblin part and just make this corn. Like this just looks incredible. This is like a perfect carnage. There's another spawn figure though that's similar to this though that I could use at a carnage if I wanted it to be like a little bit different. But yeah, first coat of red on here, that looks good. I like how it gets like darker. That looks really good. I'm digging it. The DKU, that's funny, Blannery. I got to do that. Dude, I do want to do a DC universe. I'm thinking about it. Anonymous Apple Slice, what up? Silvermane, yeah. The Silvermane is definitely on the short list. I got some ideas in mind, so. Yeah, that changing color looks really good. Custom Prowler, yeah, he's on the short list as well. Razor Slasher, I think I'll make Green Goblin maybe like more of a regular guy, and then I think Hobgoblin I want to make maybe a little bit more muscular and more agile. Really like lean into like the like Hobgoblin as a mercenary, you know, because like I know like in the comics oftentimes Hobgoblin more than anything just does stuff for money, right? Like he doesn't inherently hate or we're talking about Superman so much. He doesn't inherently hate Spider-Man like, you know, Norman and the Green Goblin do, but it's just often Spider-Man's in his way when he's trying to make his money. So I think, but I also want to make Hobgoblin really terrifying and evil, because I just love Hobgoblin. He's probably my favorite goblin. I know, potentially hot take. So I want to make him a little bit more of a formidable foe, but yeah, so I think Green Goblin, it'll be like just a dude. I won't do anything crazy. Green Goblin will probably be like Norman, Or Harry. You know, the usual. One of the two. Depending on where the story goes. Because, you know, it's an older Peter, so maybe it'll be Norman at first, or whatever the case may be. I don't want to, you know, like reinvent the wheel with everything I do in this universe. Some stuff I feel like is just fine the way it is, and I won't mess with the overall canon too much. I know it flips around a lot with some characters, so with some characters I want to be a little bit more loyal to. Yeah, that's looking really good. Oh yeah, like Ultimate Spider-Man's and Spider-Verse. He's like a literal goblin. You're right. No, he wouldn't be like that. Oh yeah, that looks cool. That's gonna look really good once this clamps down on there. I'm gonna put like pieces of yeah, I never read the comic by MJ as Venom was an interesting choice. Mr. Bloom, yeah, don't worry, I haven't forgotten. Pyromaniac, what's up, bro? Tofu Man. Pyromaniac, have you started reading the newer Ultimate Spider-Man? I just went and picked them up today from number 1. I picked up from number 1 to now, which what are they on 18, 19? I heard it's a really good series, so I wanted to start it. When they release like a new Spider-Man, who would you want to see? Like a completely original? I don't know. Yeah, I want to do a Morbius. I have some cool ideas for Morbius. I kind of have this really cool head sculpt that I think will kind of make like a Giga Chad Morbius. I think would be cool. Yeah, Blaney, you didn't butcher the name at all. You're close. So guys, what do you think? Should I swap the legs? Where's the other leg? Maybe I'll keep this one like this to kind of give like different forms, and then I'll... Well, no, they'd be way different sizes. I can't do that. Where's the... Not this again. Losing legs. Losing limbs. Yeah, these tendrils I thought would be perfect too once I paint them up like red and stuff. How beefy do I want to be and how aggressive? So I would say Red Goblin, this Red Goblin would be really aggressive, and beefy. Yeah, I would say he's like moderately beefy. I guess more than anything, we gotta see if this will even fit in here. Okay, so it will. That would then look like he'd have like really thick legs, and he'd be tall. Would he like be disproportionate? Claudia, thank you, thank you. Is he agile? Yeah, I'd say he's agile. Razor Slasher, yeah, definitely. Once I start running out of ideas, you guys will be the first ones I go to help me decide. Bat, what's up, man? Make a paste pot. Yeah, I definitely want to make a paste pot, Pete. Definitely. Emilio, what up? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If he's like super agile, maybe I'd go with the smaller legs. But I really wanted to have like his armor bits. Thank you, Pred Helmet. Yeah, that's what I was going for, is like having little bits of armor here and there to show that like the symbiote's taking over but hasn't already yet. Wolverine, Cyclops, and a few others forming new X-Men. Yeah, that could be fun. Black Tarantula, definitely want to make him. Saturday stream, maybe. Emilio, yeah, of course I remember you, buddy. I could definitely, if we don't end up using these legs, I can take these. I think these come off pretty easily. What's stuck to my hand? Yeah, I think I can cut these off. I think I could do that, Anonymous, but the only thing I'm worried about is, well, one, it's like, you see how like this is huge and then like how tiny these are? So I think it'd be like really disproportionate. But I can steal the tendrils from this guy. And then maybe, what arms should I use? They're about the same. These are like lankier, so they kind of, let's see if they even fit in here real quick. Come on. They don't always pop together as easily as you'd like them to. Are they like different sizes? Damn, yeah. I think that would, well, maybe we can just swap the shoulder blades and that'll probably work. I don't know, we gotta get creative to get this all to fit together. Anonymous, yeah, I've modeled a little bit. Black Hole, that's true, it is a guy in armor. Blannery, me and Black Hole have been collabing on what number this universe will be. I haven't decided on one yet. The body Zacho, this is from a Haunt. It's a Spawn figure. It sucks that Spider-Man, oh jeez, Spider-Man fan had to leave. This is another custom I was going to start tonight. If any of you guys can guess who that would be. Oh, Earth 727. That'd be smart. Anonymous Apple Slice. This thing's slipping. Yeah, it is. Sorry about that. All right, Blannery. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Chemistry, you're number 2. You fell off. Black hole. I maybe 3, but I think maybe like a really long number would be neat. I don't know. Let me try off this, clean off this brush for now while we figure out what we're doing with these parts. Custom dupe? Did you mean Doom, or is dupe a character I'm not familiar with? Razor Slasher, if I'm not mistaken, 666 is taken. Because I thought about it, that made like perfect sense to me, but I believe it's taken. You can ask Black Hole, he can confirm. He's got this dude's got a massive master list of universes. He's a madman. Gabe Itch? Oh my goodness. I couldn't figure out what it was in my head, bro. I was like, what is he trying to get me to say? That's funny. I couldn't figure it out. I was like, you know what? Let me just say it out loud. If there's any YouTuber you could collab with your universe, who would it be? Derek Thompson, I'm not sure actually. That's a great question. There's some incredible YouTubers out there, customizers, storytellers. That's a good question. Yeah, I'm never reading another name again. Rey Mysterio, what up? Thanks, man. Anonymous Apple Slice, I was tricked into it. I try to stay as PG as I can on these streams for you guys. Rey Mysterio, thanks, man. I appreciate that. How dare you, Pred Helmet? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't, as much of a Hobgoblin fan as I am, I didn't know Symbiote Hobgoblin existed. Chemistry, definitely not that one. I understand that one. Pyro, that's awesome. I forgot I'm supposed to be making a, well, no one decided this except me, obviously, but I forgot I wanted to make Red Goblin a long form video, so I gotta set up my camera here real quick so I can record what it is I'm doing. Cool. I also want to put some gray mesh on here. There's like gray mesh on here. I want to paint that in gray. I said that all so weird. There's I want to put gray mesh on there. When in reality, what it is there's mesh, like mesh texturing, and I want to paint it gray. Sorry in advance. I'm working with two. Oh, jeez, working with two cameras now. So make Black Cat. No, is the K-pop demon the one that's on that show that everyone's been talking about on Netflix? I've heard it's really good. I have not. I actually, we were mooching off my girlfriend's parents' Netflix account, and they just canceled their subscription, so I'm now Netflix list. Okay, I'm back to this camera for now. Yummers, what's up? I got another Maximum Carnage I'll be customizing soon. Or not, this is Carnage, oh my goodness. My mind's all over the place. Maximum Spider-Man. Someone commissioned me to customize theirs the same way I did mine. Someone in my Discord bought the other one I made off of me. I don't know if they're in the chat here tonight. But Maximum Spider-Man is still in stock. Big Bad Toy Store. So if anyone ever wants me to make a custom Maximum Spider-Man for them, it's the same way I made mine. That's an option. Or if you already own it, it's even cheaper if you do it that way. So it was a hot topic of debate. Still to this day, people are still commenting on my Maximum Spider-Man video from, I think it's the one I posted a few months ago when I painted it black, you know, and said like, oh, let's make it like more Todd McFarlane-esque and give it, you know, black instead of blue. So anyone here who's familiar with Spider-Man art and artists, what do you think? Everyone said McFarlane wasn't using black instead of blue. And I personally think like when you look at his art and stuff, McFarlane's Spider-Man just feels more red and black than he does red and blue. I know it's because of the shading and stuff, but that's my hot take. Curious what you guys think though, where you guys are on the debate. Because it was a hot topic of debate. People, like I said, people are still commenting on my video like daily, like McFarlane wasn't black and red. There's more black than blue when he drew it. Yeah, exactly. With how much he yaps. Oh, I see the yap slander is back tonight. You guys just, I get on a topic and I just start going. My apologies. Black hole. My maximum Spidey is just the maximum series Spider-Man they made. I just did a couple quick mods to it that I've seen other guys do. So, it's nothing. Can't say it's anything original. But then I also painted it black and red instead of black and blue. Like I said, to be like, in my eyes, more McFarlane-esque. I think the black and red with like a good matte clear coat on it just looks really good. And the person who bought it off me, once they got it in person, they were like obsessed with it, and so I'm happy. Went to Home Depot. Yummers, what's up, bro? This dude must be on the West Coast. It's only 8 o'clock for him. Seems like I got a lot of friends and followers here in the Central Time Zone. I think everyone answered your question because I was too busy yapping. Yappers, but or yummers. Whoops! Look, I said yappers. That was a slip. That's what my name should be. But you're making a Red Goblin. Yeah, dude. I personally love the Todd McFarlane eyes for Spider-Man. I'm a big fan. And I agree. I really like red and black too. Like I love Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man when he's a little bit darker complexion. Like the Marvel Legends of that is so good with that like kind of more like they use like a really dark gray. Just looks so good. That's still probably one of my favorite Marvel Legends to this day, honestly. Like, I love Maximum Spidey, but Amazing Fantasy will always be up there for me. I'm just so happy they're using that body on more figures. Like they used it on some of the Game Reverse Miles suits, like the Boricua suit and, what other one? Oh. Yeah, I think that was it. The 29.9 suit was different. All right, enjoy your fantastic scan. Interrogated in the chat, but enjoy your shower, buddy. All right, cool. Super minor detail, but the gray mesh looks cool. So this is good now. So I'm gonna say, let's heat up the torso and pop. Well, let's. What are you feeling about this red? Where's this? Does this have mesh? Wow, I got this. No, it doesn't. Just got the hoses. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and clean this brush off and then maybe do one more layer of red on the chest while it's apart so we don't get it all over the green. Or maybe not, because I'll probably smear some of it off. This is for you guys in this live stream. This is my train of thought at all times. Just trying to figure out the most efficient way to do it. And then sometimes I just tell myself, like, dude, just do it. I saw some guy on the Transformers Reddit catching strays because he got a third-party figure at KO. Yeah, dude, I feel you. What is happening? Chemistry, what is happening? I'm thinking maybe putting a different red on here now. This red was a good base, and then maybe we'll put a different red on top of that. Just like a little bit darker, but yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. What do you guys think? I'll darken this one up here a little bit. Oh yeah. Dude, this body's like a perfect. I'm happy I got this body for this custom. I like it way better than this. Like in comparison, I think this is still good. This can still be a fun symbiote of some kind. But this is just giving carnage. Like that Mafex carnage they made, which is, don't clown me if I'm wrong, but it was based off of what, Bagley art. So like we're doing like a just kind of giving like, yeah, sleek slender carnage like that, which I think is cool. Did you see that new Mafex Ben Riley that's coming out, Black Hole? It looks so good with like that cell shading. It's like pretty. It's the Mafex one that's got like really subtle cell shading. I don't know if you saw the Into the Spider-Verse just line with SHF just announced a cell shaded Scarlet Spider 2, which looks insane. But I am worried because, you know, their scaling for that line in particular has been all over the place. Like their SHF Peter B. Parker was huge, dude. So I'm glad I skipped on him, even though the texturing and stuff looked cool in the suit and it looked like really good. The scaling was just way too off for me personally. And then what was I gonna say? Oh, and then Spider-Man Noir too was massive, but oh yeah, the Absolute Carnage Miles. Yeah, you're right. It is giving that. Yeah, this red layering is coming out really good. I like how this is looking. I like how we're getting so many, like, I'm not gonna try to coat it like perfectly either, because then we're getting so many like different shades of red. I'll probably even like maybe dry brush a completely different shade of red on top of some of this later on. I thought I was gonna do more black dry brush. Maybe I still will, but that's just looking really good. Nice, good amusement. K Speed, dude. I won't accuse you of any nefarious intent because I'm often out of the loop with slang, so I'll take your word for it. Animatrix. Oh, well, Derek Thompson, this is kind of a symbiote Green Goblin. But Animatrix, I started off by, how did I start? My very first was kind of just kit bashing. But I've always done 6-inch figures. I never tried like Warhammer and stuff. It makes sense that a lot of people start off there, but yeah, that's I started off elsewhere. But like I say in every live stream, I always tell these guys and gals and everyone else that I watch a lot of Warhammer painters because I get a lot of tips from them. So I'm sure if you spend any amount of time watching Warhammer painters and then you see my customers or watch my work, you'll probably see some parallels. Probably not a ton, but some. And that's just because I love watching. I watch them. I've told these guys before. I also watch Gunpla painters because they have really unique really unique painting styles and stuff. But Daredevil and Punisher, yeah, they'll be in my universe. This guy back here is what's going to turn into Punisher, if anyone's curious. Once we get this upper part of this body put together, I'm going to paint all these like yellowish parts black as like a base, and so while that's drying, we'll maybe we'll crack open that other figure and start working on a Punisher. How's that sound? How's that sound to you guys? Animatrix, bro, that's what I'm saying. The work they do is insane. 23:05 p.m. What am I trying to do next? I'm losing track of everything I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna put the torso put together. 23:35. I think you're still off, dog. Unless you're somehow 10 minutes in the past. Sounds like the Matrix of leadership. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, a Scarlet Spider. Pepito's probably pissed. Why is that chemistry? Oh, the Mayfix Punisher. I've gotten a surprising amount of Ben 10 requests. I don't know if like my style like reminds people of Ben 10 or what, but I've gotten a lot of people that are like, you should do Ben 10. Okay, well this arm swap isn't going to work because I would have to, well, I mean, we can make it, or should I swap? Where will it be easier for me to, so where will it be easier for me to swap these? I would have to like really see, because I want to use, this is the shoulder that fits into the body. But I want to maybe use these arms just because they're longer, but maybe I swap it at the... I think I could swap it at the bicep pretty easily. And I'll just like add in a longer... Yeah, okay, let's try that. Yeah, I got a pair of jeans gray too. Favorite TV show? I would say right now, currently, geez, I don't know. What am I even watching anymore? I feel like a square. I don't watch a ton of TV. I'm either doing this or playing video games or sleeping. Goofy's little spider. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Something like that. Sorry, I keep adjusting you guys a little bit so you can see what I'm doing when like I said, I'm trying to make a long form video on this guy as well, so I gotta adjust the angles every once in a while. Sorry, so you and the main camera don't miss out. Apologies in advance. Chemistry, I'm sorry to hear your head hurts. I'm hope my stream is chill enough that we're not making it worse. But of course, never any hard feelings if you have to dip out for your own health and well-being. I'll never hold it against you, my friend. Okay, so swaps perfectly at the bicep. Oh, sorry, the camera's over here now. Swaps perfectly at the biceps, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. This ain't exactly easy. I think this... Where am I? I'll bring out the big guns every once in a while. Squeeze this back together. Oh yeah, check it. Swaps perfectly at the biceps, so we'll go ahead and do that. So we don't need... I'll take this piece off though. That comes off pretty easily. Keep these forearms for the next whatever symbiote we make though. That'll work good for that. Gotta keep track of all the parts I do and don't need. This is when I start to lose parts if I'm not careful. So whoever was in here helping me find my pieces last week, pay attention. So you can see where my parts go when I inevitably lose at least one. Put that back together, perfect. Boom, just like that. And then we put this in here. This pops right back in now. right? Nope. Perfect. It's obviously missing the shoulder blade thing right now, but yeah, that looks like a creepy symbiote arm now. Perfect. Okay, don't need the leg at all. Stealing the tendrils from the... I love when I check in on the chat and you guys are having conversations together about other things where I don't have to necessarily catch up and try to answer questions and stuff. I'm glad, you know, I always feel really bad, so I'm glad you guys have fun in each other's company. TMNT Nate, what's up, bro? We're making a new custom tonight. We're making a Red Goblin, to be exact, Nate. Also, if I'm ever ripping these figures apart and you see like parts you guys want or need, especially, oh shoot, hopefully my rabbit doesn't eat that part. Let me know. I'm always like getting rid of my fodder, and I sell it a lot of times. But too, if you guys are like, you know, in the States and it's not too expensive for me to ship to you guys, I'll just send you guys some of these parts. It otherwise just sits in my closet waiting for someone to buy it. So if it will help you guys out at all, I'll gladly throw you guys some parts. Just let me know. You ever see something and you're like, oh, I could use that. I got you. Oh my goodness. I'm always so lost when you guys talk video games because I don't really play video games like that, so I'm always so left out. Delta Rune? What's that? I gotta rip these, I shouldn't say rip, that sounds so violent, but I have a bunch of pieces I can, that could use some red dyeing, so maybe I'll take a bunch of pieces apart, get some water boiling, and we can red dye some stuff tonight. Oh, Derek, I know you've been asking me to make one, and I definitely am not ignoring your comments. I just honestly, it seems intimidating to try to make a Into the Spider-Verse Scorpion, but you made one yourself. That's pretty sick. Okay, cool. I'll definitely check it out. Chemistry, I am on Xbox. She almost jumped on the couch earlier. She was scoping it out. She heard that bag. She thought it was a bun salad.
Would you like one salad?
I'm heating up these parts so I can. Jeez. Some of these hands and arms come apart way easier than others. Why is this one being so difficult? Oh no. Pain in the butt. There we go, there's one. This guy's really stuck in there. Nuts. Come on, please come out of this first for me. Please. Me, Derek, I live in Chicago now. I used to live in Tennessee a few years back. Lived there for about 4 years, but I liked it when I was there. Hello.
Hello. Jamaican.
Red Goblin.
Red Goblin?
Yeah.
What's that?
Goblin these nuts.
Oh my god, I can't believe you just said that.
It's Norman Osborn when he. It's Norman Osborn with the Carnage symbiote.
Dark Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
I can't believe you said that.
And no one heard it.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, Death and Black Hole. I had Needle Nose, and then I misplaced them somewhere. So now I got these big old linesmans I took out of my work bag. It gets the job done, but they're a little too heavy duty, oftentimes. This head sculpt's cool too, by the way. I didn't show it off. This is from the Haunt figure. This could be fun for, I don't know, what character could this look good as? Oh, that's a good point. Fantastic. Doesn't Iron Fist have a... What's the Iron Fist, like, one of his main enemies? That's kind of like him, but evil. This could work for that, too. Fantastic. That'd be crazy. That's a fun idea, though. You should paint your own head sculpts. Yeah, I've done a couple chemistry, not a ton though. I've always stayed far away from head sculpts. I'm gonna get a pot of water boiling real quick so we can dye these figures. So I will be back in a second.
Well, she was already like I heard her when she was texting me about the same shop.
Oh, right. That's nice.
Okay, I'm back. Oh, you're in Murfreesboro? I lived in Nashville, Derek, so I wasn't too far from you at all. I used to go to Murfreesboro a lot. Huh? Yeah. Oh, that would be a good Morbius too, Death in a Black Hole. Chemistry, I jumped into this chat recently and I have no clue what they're talking about either. I was hoping someone else would. I think Transformers, if I'm deciphering this properly, I don't know. Yeah, okay, Transformers. Okay, I was right. I never got too big into Transformers. Dude, especially now, it's so intimidating. There's so many different brands and companies that make all the different models. I could never. You gotta definitely have a passion for Transformers to get into the toys. No, don't be sorry, Death in a Black Hole. You guys are having a good time talking Transformers. That's all cool with me. I never got huge into Transformers, but I got some of the Yola Park stuff. Yeah, you guys just start making noises at each other. Beep, boop, boop, bop. Oh, you guys are all on a Discord call together? That's sweet. Gotta check on my water real quick. If it gets too hot, then it'll. Yeah, I saw that you read your own, or you made your own Scorpion. That's really cool. That's a hard design to make, so that's pretty sweet, dude. VHS copy of the '86 movie. Wow, you are old, Black Hole. Would someone in chat love to do me a ginormous favor and set a timer for like half an hour so I don't forget about my parts being riptide and they melt into oblivion? Hey, I didn't get a deep, and I had one of them a bit before that. Oh yeah, we didn't have a DVD player forever too. I remember I got the first Xbox because it was going on sale. So, you know, it was already obsolete, I think. The 360 must have been coming out. Dude, you know where we went to get it? Just to show my age. We went to Toys R Us. Darth Primus, what up, bro? You're excited to see this? Yeah, man, it's coming together good. Check it out. We got a lot of it put together already. Oh, yeah, see that? This fits in this torso so much better. Look at that. Dude, that looks really good with the red feeding into there, too. What do you think, Black Hole? I think the red piping works really well now. Looks like it's feeding it. Oh, that's so sick. So yeah, I think I'll paint in this black and then maybe dry brush some of the parts that look like it's feeding off of it up here. Right, Death in a Black Hole. Macy started bringing Toys R Us back, but few and far between. Oh yeah, check that out. He looks kind of a little long, maybe. But he's a symbiote, so he doesn't follow normal bodily anatomy. I like it. And in this movie, so you guys still like this as the head? So is that a good head? Sits a little low, but. I also gotta give this dude a tail, don't I? Red Goblin has a tail. Okay, cool. Everything's popped together for now, so let me wrap up my heat gun. Then I'll get out my Dremel. We'll prep these joints so we can paint all of that black, because the red. Oh, you got one by you and you're not in Canada? Yeah, I know they've been slowly making a comeback in the U.S., but I don't think it's been crazy successful. Oh, that's true, Razor Slasher. Sorry. That's true. How dare I? Media play? No, I don't. No, you got me good, Razor Slasher. Yeah, I remember that Animatrix. Oh, Animatrix, are you a... Oh, that's these joints I wanted to take out too. So are you old head too, Animatrix? Well, I'm 30 and I think Black Hole's around the same age. 28, I think he said, if I remember correctly. 27, 28. And to most of this chat, I'm ancient, so... Yeah, how dare you, Zacho? Is Cardiac next? Well, that would be fun. Dude, Marvel Select Ultimate Carnage was so sick, wasn't it? Absolute, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. These youngins make me feel old sometimes, so... Devil Dinosaur? Yeah, me and him go way back. Not again. Dude, I miss Toys R Us too. They were goated. Wait, Ultimate Carnage was Gwen Stacy? Is that what you're saying? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know that either. That's crazy, actually. Razor Slasher, yeah, you missed out, dude. Toys R Us is sick. Oh, wait, you said you have one near you. You're not missing out, you just haven't gone. Yeah, Devil Dinosaur is right behind me, Dr. Pickles. I just fed him. Born right between the transition between VHS and video stores to the age of like family computer and flip phones were the norm. Oh yeah, I definitely I definitely remember that. I remember the first family computer and it was dial up, so if we went on and someone was on the phone, you know, it would start making those crazy noises. Yeah, my parents had flip phones. Yeah, so yeah, that was probably similar age then. Razor Slasher, yeah. Yeah, they get along well. Oh, it came with a Gwen Stacy. Oh, see, I don't remember that. Oh, hell yeah, Absolute. I've heard stories. I have a pretty young my parents are really young for my age, but my dad kind of grew up in the 80s, so yeah, I always hear stories. Oh, she was a husk. That's crazy. That's crazy what they put in toys for us back in the day. Imagine now getting a husk in like a mass release Marvel Legend. I don't know that we would. Maybe we would, I don't know. No, because they're scared to make a Mephisto, so. That joint was the hardest one to get out yet, the ankle joint. Absolute, you're wild. You know what though? It's you know, it's funny. It's absolute because my girlfriend always makes that joke too. So
What?
he says, "I hope someone starts making porn action figures."
Yeah, I need some smut.
Yeah, Megatron should be young. Exactly. You seem to have a knack for naming pets after animals. Yeah, that's my thing, Razor Slasher. I love Tank Megs too. Yeah, Tank Megs is solid. Gamer guy, what up? Glad you guys had a good time. I see how it is. Wait until I go live to chat without me. No, I'm just messing. But oops. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Absolute. It was a pleasure talking to you, man. You stay hydrated as well, my friend. Sacco is Asian. Oh, dude. I knew that only because I've shipped him packages before and I know his real name. You guys did a bunch of face reveals or what? Death and Black Hole, congrats on #1 crown again. PC Avengers is crazy. Oh, that's awesome, gamer guy. That sounds like a good time. I'm sad I missed out. Yeah, Death in a Black Hole. I'm still not 100% sure how it works either. It's maybe whoever's contributing the most. Seems like when some of you comment a lot, it like bounces, but it seems to be like bouncing between the same like 4 people. So I don't know if you have to have like had a certain amount of time spent in the live streams too. I don't know. Again, like this is the first time I've seen it, so I'm unfamiliar with what all it means. I'll have to do some research. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense, Razor Slasher. That's why I kind of figured it probably had something to do with who interacts the most. Death and Black Hole is just a well of knowledge too, so everyone likes talking to him, so it makes sense that he keeps bouncing around in the one spot. Peace, Animatrix. Thanks for hanging out, bro. Always a pleasure. Appreciate the good conversation. Yeah, gamer guy, Mike. I'm surprised you aren't higher up. Yeah, because you guys were face revealing to each other for most of the live stream. You missed out on the badge. But you're here now. Maybe you can earn the badge now. Fantastic. You're still here. What's up, dude? Oh, Rhino using a Build-A-Finger Kingpin. That's smart. I bet that came out really cool. This is a trick I've seen WPG Customs on YouTube use to kind of cheat his way around. Well, not, like cheat his way around having to like fully prep the joints on a McFarlane figure. He just kind of cuts back the plastic around the joint, so you know it doesn't really get any looser or anything, but it gets rid of all the friction points too. So I've done it on a couple customs I've done recently where I'm not rip dyeing the joints and stuff. It works pretty good, so I'm trying it here too. We'll see. We'll test it out as I paint. But prepped all these joints, so now we can paint all of this black, and then once that's done, we can go back over it with the red. But I want to do black first so that we get like consistent coloring throughout the figure, because I don't know how red will look over green. So this has really cool texturing too. This is gonna look really cool. I like the idea of like mixed texturing too. It's like taking over different, like the legs look really big, I guess, because it's taking over like armored legs, right? And then the torso have some pretty fun, unique shapes and sizes going on here. I think so, at least. Probably doesn't have to be like perfect coverage. Because we got a lot of varying degrees of red. And I think that's going to be cool. So if every once in a while a little bit of green gets through this like base coat, has another shade of red, I'm down with that. What does red and green mix to make? Anything?
Really? You think that's over micro, black micro?
I think so, but you don't, it sounds like.
You think so?
Yeah, I love when you wear those. Equals brown. Okay, that's, yeah. Good point. I knew it made something. So, yeah, maybe it'll like come across as like a really dark red. If they all mix together. Which won't look terrible. You know, in spurts, so. Because I guess dried up blood looks kind of brown, right? So. Sweet. Welcome back, chemistry. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I know I say it every Friday, but I know there's a million things you could be doing on a Friday. So hanging out here in chat, talking about Transformers, movies, nonsense even. I appreciate that you guys choose here. Because otherwise I'd be doing this in silence. So now you guys are trapped here and I can yap to you all night and it's perfect. My built-in yap crowd, you know? If you guys don't mind. Thank you, gamer guy Mike. I appreciate it, man. You're, I asked earlier, but I might have missed your answer, Mike. But I know you were at work before this. How was work for you tonight? Very hot. Oh, you work outside? Yeah, working outside in the you know, the biggest downfall is definitely the ever-changing climates. The myth, the man, the legend. Thank you, thank you. Oh, you work at a grocery store. Okay, that was my first job too. I loved that job. It was fun. All the different jobs people think I have is so funny. Someone in my Discord got me mixed up with another YouTuber, I guess, and thought I was thought I was a coroner, which was hilarious. Some other of the newer members in the Discord that weren't too sure what I did for work thought I was a Shakespeare writer, which is flattering. I appreciate that. Sadly, I do none of the above, but I like my job nonetheless. Oh, you get cards sometimes? Yeah, yeah. Fun stuff, huh? Razor, I don't know, bro. We got to figure out what to do for scalpers, though. Gamer guy Mike, I work at a college university. I do maintenance at a college university. Yeah, Black Hole. I've sadly had to succumb to scalpers and buy stuff off them before too. It sucks. It does. Oh yeah, Zacho's right. I have done a couple live streams from work. That's funny. Don't tell my boss. Yeah, gamer guy. It's I got lucky. I was really struggling. I had a crappy job. I was injured. I was out of work because I was injured, and then I got the opportunity to get this job, and it's been amazing ever since. It's almost been a year, so. Oh, the Armored Titan, yeah. Yeah, some stuff just like sells out so fast, and you're like, dude, like I want it. I don't want to pay scalpers, but then why not have an opportunity to get this ever again? I had to pay overpay a little bit to scalpers for the new Platinum Chase Hawk Girl. I just went to so many Walmarts in the Chicagoland area, me and my girlfriend, and we just could not find. We couldn't even find the shipper that it came in on. They didn't have the display set up or anything. So I was like, okay, fine. I guess I just gotta pay a little bit extra. Sadly, pain in the butt those scalpers are. Death and Black Hole, thank you. I know a couple of you were doing a timer, so thank you guys. Perfect timing. I got some of these. I got all the parts I wanted painted black, all painted up. So we'll go ahead and go ahead and get that stuff out of the RIT die. Let this dry a little bit, and then we'll be able to put it together, and we'll be almost done with this. I do have to figure out his tail at some point. I think I have another NECA tail laying around. You know what I used for Scorpion? So maybe that could probably work, I guess, right? Cool, that's all good there. All the smaller details I'll paint later because they're a little tricky. Then gluing them on and they'll fall off and wear off and stuff anyway, so I'll worry about these smaller details later. But for now, the bulk parts are painted black, so. Shockmaster? I know the MCU Electro is on sale a lot on Amazon these days, so maybe him. You get a lot of electric parts and stuff from him. Maybe some. Maybe change some of the parts around. It'd look original enough because it doesn't look crazy like Electros if you swap out the head. That black hole, that's funny. Yeah, they do though. Joint prep is the worst part of a custom for sure. What am I looking for with this? I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this desk a little bit. Make some sense of it all. Timer went off. Awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Let me go grab that now. Perfect timing. Those parts are done and drying. Put all this away. Get it out of my way. Ellis, what's up, man? Welcome in. Oh, what am I going to open in the background? There's a Batman off to the side here that we're going to turn into something else. Dun dun dun. Let me go and grab those parts real quick and I'll BRB, fellas. Okay, I'm back. See you, Kim. Sorry, sorry I almost missed your exit. Thanks for hanging out, though, bro. Hope you feel better. I tragically lost a. What the heck? Razor. Yeah, I have an eBay. Yep. I sure do. I lost a wrist peg. I definitely washed it down the drain by accident, so I'll have to find another one. But what's the username? I think it's Crispy Toys. I think maybe Crispy Toys 22. Alan Scott Green Lantern? Yeah, I don't really have too much of an opinion on him. I'm just. Oh, I am missing a. Where's that? I'm missing a shoulder blade. No, it's back here. I'm losing my mind. Okay, all these parts account for. Yeah, I just lost a wrist peg. Yeah, no kidding, Black Hole. No kidding. Yeah, I think she is. They think you're dying in there. She thinks it's sweet how much you guys worry about her. But while we're here and we got these shoulder blades cleaned up, we can go ahead and do this real quick. Check this out. Boom. These look good, don't they? He's kind of Death and Black Hole. Oh yeah, you're in the Discord, Death and Black Hole. What do you this is Hydro Man. He's slowly turning into Mr. Freeze by accident. Like look at his colors, doesn't he kind of look like Mr. Freeze? I actually don't have anything I'm actually not selling anything right now, Razor Slasher. That's probably why you can't find me. But I'll definitely have to, once I put some stuff up, I'll make sure to. Razor, you're in the Discord, right? I'll make sure to send a link in the Discord once I gotta take a bunch of pictures of my customs and stuff this weekend and put a bunch of them up for sale. So I'll make sure to put the link once I do. Sorry, I went to grab a bag real quick so I can put all this fodder off to the side so I don't start getting parts mixed up. Yeah, I'm getting ready to sell off a bunch of stuff, so if there's anything you guys like of my stuff, let me know. Potentially it'll be up for sale, so. Oh yeah, black hole. I fall way behind too. Sometimes I'll be like, I won't be on my phone much in the morning, or at work, and then I'll come to a chat. I'm like, oh my, I've missed a lot. I often give up trying to catch up on like everything. The what, the figure or the comic? Spider-Man fans back. What's up, bro? It looked pretty sweet to me, Black Hole. Spider-Man fan, no, not yet. I don't have enough viewing hours. I'm hoping my long form content starts catching on more, Spider-Man fan, and then that should lead to monetization. So yeah, I know my live streams, we had a couple live streams there where we had like 7,000 views, over 100 likes, and I was getting like 50 to 60 followers a night. The live streams been kind of quiet past couple weeks, but it's a little bit more intimate. I don't mind. Oh yeah, the Kickstarter figure, that one in particular, yeah, that one looked really good. Death on Black Hole. I want that. I really wanted that one. He goes for like well over $100 on like eBay and stuff now. Quadruple X. We're making this tonight. It's gonna be a Red Goblin. We're also working on Hydra Man now, since I've rip dyed some parts for him. That's coming together, and then also we're gonna rip open this box over here. Spider-Man fan, definitely get Max Spidey. Also, Spider-Man fan, I'm glad you're back. You came back perfect time, because I think we're gonna start making Punisher. Thank you guys so much. Yeah. You guys are, I don't know, I say it so often, and you guys are probably like, yeah, we get it, old man. But I'm so appreciative of all your support. I'm gonna be at 7,000 followers soon, which I did in under a year, so it's like incredible. So I don't think in a year's time I thought I was gonna be, this far along. So thank you. Razor Slasher, hell yeah, dude. It's doable. Oh, I got the 3-pack of the Kickstarter spawn figs? Oh, hell yeah, that's sick. Dude, check that out. This is sick. I think it's funny that, like, now the gun's on holster. Thanks, Jay, thanks. How you doing today, Jay? I didn't even know you were in here. What's going on, man? Yeah, so thank you. It's incredible. It was, it was slow growing at first. I'm sure Spider-Man fan's been here since day one. He probably remembers. We were hitting 100 subscribers, 200. I think for my Christmas giveaway, we weren't even at 1,000 yet. I didn't hit 1,000 till March. And then my YouTube just exploded one day. And then now, from March till now, we've gained almost another 6,000 subscribers, which is insane. It's so hard to even like imagine that many new people have watched my stuff and subscribed to my stuff, and it's just like, wow. Work on DBZ custom? Oh, hell yeah. If I ever asked you to be a voice, yeah, Razor Slasher, I'd be so down. Christmas one was 600. Okay, okay. Jay, thanks, man. I really appreciate it, bro. Thank you. I'm sure your Dragon Ball Z custom's coming out sick too. There's so many cool Dragon Ball Z customs. There's so many cool Dragon Ball Z third-party figs and standard release figure arts figs. I don't know really anything about the property, so I don't know what anything is, but I know people are always making cool customs. What's funny is, speaking of like the 600 follower like Christmas goal and everything, when I first started back up in August, I made like a goal for myself for by the end of the year I'm gonna be like at these numbers, and I think if I remember correctly, my end of the year goal for YouTube was 100. On Instagram it was like maybe 200, and on TikTok I think it was like maybe 2,000. I already had like 1,200 from when I used to be on there, and I crushed those numbers in like half the time. It was insane, dude.
Yeah, you did.
Spider-Man fan, yeah, I know. I've been so lucky. Get a cloth cape, yeah, dude. I noticed it's not that easy to find like huge cloth capes for the spawn. June of last year in 2K. Nah, man, it's some, one day something just catches on and then you keep going. Oh, merging two figures into one. Oh, I feel like I remember you telling me about that. Collector, thanks, bro. Thank you. I just cleaned off my. Don't worry, we're not stopping. I just had to clean off my desk so I can make room for this. Check that out. Boom.
Yeah.
Spider-Man fan, yeah, that's gonna be Punisher. You see the vision? Fake Smile Music, yeah. Yeah, I make everything you see here. I make it all. I use, other figures and stuff. I don't make it from scratch, but... Yeah, Spider-Man fan, you have some pretty incredible growth. I know, just as I'm honestly pretty lucky I got to where I was. Spider-Man fan, didn't you have like a crazy viral video recently? I feel like you put up better numbers than I ever even had. Thanks for trusting me to go on this journey. Yeah, gamer guy Mike, we're gonna make it happen, bro. Watch this. Oh, is YouTube Studio numbers off? Oh, that's sick. I didn't realize these were numbered. I got 2970 out of 5,000. These are a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, I think. Yeah, well, yeah, it definitely looks exactly like Batman right now. But I got some ideas. We obviously, I'm gonna swap out the head. I'm not gonna keep the head because that's just too Batman. I don't see how we turn that into the Punisher. I'm going to figure out how to like get rid of the. Okay, all right, I see. So there's a couple like Batman things like sprinkled in. Sorry, this one minigun's like a. Oh, there it goes. This one was impossible to get out of there. Yeah, there's some Batman features that we'll just have to try to get rid of. Like the bat on the chest, obviously that has to go. I guess this is a box I'll probably keep. I usually throw boxes away, but I kept the box for this. What other box did I keep recently? Honestly, just keep all this in the box. Why not? Some boxes are like really nice, like collectible and stuff. I'll keep those. So I'm thinking we'll cut down these arms. This looks like this overlay looks like it comes off, which is solid because we need to get back there and get the bat off of there. This comes off, okay, that's solid. There's like so much detail on this stuff, but we're just gonna keep it all white, right? Because that's Punisher's just black and white, everything's white, so. Looks like maybe it's super glued at the shoulders. I'm thinking if I have the right fodder somewhere, we can probably, we got fins down here. We'll probably just have to cut these off and like sand them down. Looks really good as is. He's kind of like lopsided though. Looks like they kind of super glued it in place like that. It's just funny. Maybe if I have certain fodder where we can get some gauntlets without this, would be cool. Because otherwise, these guns are really sturdy plastic too, which is sweet. Yeah, I was thinking about sculpting it too, depending on how hard this is. But let me grab the head to show you which one I want to use, and then gamer guy Mike. Yeah, I'll tell you more about that in a second.
Hi, dear. Oh. Love you.
Love you.
Have a good rest of your stream.
I'll see you tomorrow morning when we go. You go to Seneca and eat some burgers.
Yeah, I'll try to wake up at a reasonable time.
Okay.
Like what? Let's see. If I want to be there by 4, we gotta leave by like. I should be ready to go by 2. 2:30. Well, we have to stop in the store, so like 2. And then. Okay, so I'll wake up at like noon.
Okay. Okay. You can,
Oh my
I'll
god,
drive
it's
so you
only
can.
4 hours.
I'll drive so you can sleep.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Love you.
Everyone said bye. Have a good night.
Bye, chat.
Oh yeah, like that.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
You like John Berthol's Punisher? Yeah. Okay, Spider-Man fan, I'm gonna take your advice because you're the Punisher guy around here. So, oh, that looks sick too. Hell yeah. Keep the white gloves and white boots and the white strap things, and then add details like painting the guns and random stuff on the belt. Okay, I like that idea. So, like, keep all these straps white. Keep these white. Keep these white. Keep the scarf white. And then, so like you think like, I'll even like paint that pouch or keep the pouches white, but I'll maybe like paint in like the knife handles, the guns on the belt, the ammo up here and down here, like paint all that in. You think that would be good? Be the fourth long form, yeah. Fake smile, no, I don't do 3D designs. Aye, thank you, bro, thank you. Thank you, everyone, thank you. Battle Bushido, only paint the weapons. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So like, right, like paint the knife handle, maybe even like this flashlight, paint the guns black, and then keep everything else like white, and then obviously the jumpsuit black. We'll like sand down the bat off of here. That should come off pretty easily. This we'll have to figure out. We cut this off, sand them down. Okay, cool. Oh, and this, everyone thinks this is a Crossbones helmet, which I mean it looks just like it, but this is the armored head from the Mezco Punisher. Oh, that's true, Spider-Man fan. Yeah, I mean if I kept it just like this, it would just be Punisher snowsuit. That's funny. Oh, good point, Black Hole. Well, I know you're a 90s Spider-Man fan, and as am I. I absolutely love Blue Punisher. Oh, maybe I should give this dude a trench coat. Do I have a trench coat I could give this guy? I don't think I do. I need to get one though. I got this from Big Bad Toy Store. I'm pretty sure this was a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. I almost feel bad painting it up. It looks really cool as is, but it's gonna look even better as Punisher, so I'm fine with it. But yeah, this is a black with blue highlights. Yeah, that could work. That could work. Blood is logical. Yeah, true. Yep, that's true. Oh yeah, that's funny. Shield Agent. He is given Shield Agent when he's blue and white. A lot of people on my Punisher video where I made him blue and white with that jumpsuit, the soft goods one, everyone's like, oh, what is he, part of the Fantastic Four now? I always loved blue and white Punisher, but I understand why people are like, why the hell is he blue? Punisher hates naps. Couldn't it be me then? Okay, let's get into it then. First, I gotta figure out how these are stuck up here. Oh, I see. Also, he shot an old lady for jaywalking. Yeah, he's pretty problematic, I guess is a word we can use for our boy Frank. Come on, man. I don't want to rip this. So it's like pegged onto this thing here. I can just kind of, here we go. Jeez. Is that the only place it's pegged on? Because it's kind of sideways too, so I want to fix that. Makes it look like lopsided. This side looks like it'll come off easier, maybe. Or not. Why would it, right? Oh, I spoke too soon. It is coming off easier. Come on. Boom. All right, pop off these arms here. He's knocking futs. Yeah. F4 maximum sweaty. Oh, that would be sick. Bob G. Which one of you beautiful chat members want to help me out and link to Discord tonight? Thank you, History Uncovered. You can't be jaywalking punishers in town. Yeah. Yeah, Bob G, that's the smart thing to do. Unfortunately, I am impatient and kind of a knucklehead at times. But luckily, I haven't broken too many things with this method of, you know, being aggressive, so. You will for a crown? I don't know if I'm the one. I don't know how these crowns are achieved. I know I haven't gifted any of them or anything. Fake smile, but I'll award you a crown. No, I don't jaywalk. I promise I don't jaywalk. I would never. Please don't tell the Punisher I jaywalk. If he shot an old lady, he won't hesitate with me. Cool. Look at that. Check that out. So I cut the horns off, and now it just looks like the gauntlet's a little worn out. So that's cool. Be up until after 2. Gonna leave at 1. Yeah, when am I gonna leave? Whoops. I have to order myself some food or something too. I haven't eaten. Wow, I might have some soup actually in the cupboard. Or I can make these spicy. Trader Joe's has these like spicy garlic noodles. Ouch, they're so good. Whoops. Remember when you said there should be blood on this figure? I put some on there organically by the end of the night. Whoops. The whole thing is off camera. Sorry. Gamer guy, I think I'm going to. I usually I sell them direct. I sold them direct before, like through my Instagram stuff or just. And also, I'm trying to set up on eBay. I have an eBay store. I've sold some stuff on there. I have a lot of customs I want to put up for sale though that I gotta take pictures of and stuff so I can post them. Maybe down here where it looks a little bit uglier, I'll put some like more ammo or something. Just strap them to the gills even more. Why not? I got a bunch of G.I. Joe fodder recently, so. Oh, also Spider-Man fan. No, we didn't finish the one from earlier. I had the top half of the body's pretty much done. I had to rip dye some stuff, and then I had to paint the bottom half of the figure black so we can start painting it red. So I took a break while that was fully drying and whatnot. Before I moved on, so we moved to this for a little bit. What figures am I going to sell, Spider-Man fan? I'm selling that blue Punisher I made. What else am I selling? I'm selling the Jigsaw I made. I got that like original design John Walker I made. I'm selling that. What else am I selling off so far? I'm not sure what else I'm going to sell. I got some of my Star Wars customs I'm putting up for sale. Superior Charlotte Spidey. Oh, I've had a couple people ask me about that one. That's one of the ones I'm always I'm like, I've had some people, and I've given like outrageous prices, right? So people will be like, oh no thanks, and people are like, yeah, okay, and I'm like, no, damn it. um, but that's one that I could easily make for someone because it just uses some, bootleg CT figures, painted up black real quick, and then some arms. So the most expensive part, would be like, buying all the figures. But I can't be a fan of Star Wars. Jedi were dumbasses. Spider-Man fan, how much for that blue Punisher? I don't know. We could work something out for you. Yeah, Star Wars customs. I got a bunch of Star Wars customs, Black Hole. I forgot you're a Star Wars fan, right? Sorry, I was trying to find another playlist for us. Hell yeah. So, what Star Wars game are you playing? Fantastic. K. I guess it all depends. All the prices are different depending on what you want, what you need. Um, you forgot. Country. It was advertised as a hard rock blues playlist. It's funny. I spent almost 4 years in Nashville, being a musician and stuff. So everyone's like, "Oh, you must have played country." I'm like, "No, I don't really like country." Maybe I can try to use like the curve of this bat symbol as like the skull shape. Because the textures are different, so it's gonna be like so noticeable no matter how much of this I take off. So unless I can like put something here, but I don't know what else I could put here. Is this Superior Scarlet? Decently expensive, I would say. Jay, no, I'm not in Nashville anymore. I've since moved. I'm in Chicago now. Been here 4 years. I was in Nashville for 4 years, and then before that, born and raised in New Jersey. So, been to a bunch of different parts of the East Coast, the South, the Midwest. Slowly making my way through all the different parts of this country. Razor Slasher, am I stressing you out? Punisher, how much was I asking for him? I think I was asking like 120, I think, just because of how expensive all the parts were alone. The labor wasn't crazy, you know. It was like honestly a pretty easy custom to put together. But so yeah, I don't charge too much for labor if it's easier. But the parts alone were like, I think the blank body was about 40, the suit was about like 20. Plus, if I think about the bootleg figure that I used parts off of, since I've used it for other parts now, you know, multiple use, so I knocked down the price a little bit on its value, but it's kind of how I try to do my pricing. I try to be as reasonable as possible because a lot of people aren't willing to pay. Oh. Three hours? Yeah, something like that. We usually go on Friday nights. We usually go like 3.5, 4 hours usually. Figures in a vampire, yeah, true. I like how I'm stressing everyone out. We are currently making Punisher. Spider-Man fan's favorite. He's Spider-Man fan. How long have you been asking for this figure? I feel like you've been commenting Punisher on my videos forever. So logo's gone, but even if Chickenator, what up? I don't know how easy it's going to be to, like, these are going to be easy to shave off and just like scratch up the knee pads. But how are we going to hide this? A lot of it's hidden by this, right? I mean, obviously we have to put his crown somewhere. So what if I use this, make like a huge Punisher? I think you'll still see the lines kind of, though, is the issue. And then it'll just look like I drew over a bat. Oh, plus I gotta do the Punisher logo in white. Damn it, I hate painting white. The dilemmas. Hold on. Let me see what I have in my fodder. I almost gave you blood plenty of times. You know, I was thinking about that too. Make the red skull. Muddying up the boots. Yeah, yeah. I definitely think I'll muddy up the boots. That's a good idea. But yeah, Black Hole, I was thinking too, when I was like, oh man, I don't want to do a white logo. I was like, well, I can do a red logo. But I might one up you guys even more, even better. As I yeah, that probably would look really good. Black Hole. You still never got back to working on your clone? That's funny. You painted it up, right? Like a little bit? No, I wouldn't say you suck at customs, dude. What was the that zombie hunter Spider-Man or whatever you put in there? I know it's just like a kit bash, but that counts too. I feel like people don't give themselves enough credit when they like do mostly the kit bashes. Like that's not easy either. You gotta have the vision at the very least, you know what I mean? And that's gotta count for something. Don't ever sell yourself short. I really wish I still had my first custom ever so I could show you guys that I too sucked at customs at one point in time. Oh yeah, the maker, like who you call it when he goes nuts? Well, bad basically. That's true, Black Hole. I guess I didn't realize that at first. But your John Doe is basically like a maker almost. Yeah, Razor, I've noticed that too, is that like, you know, there's such a fine line between like being humble and just like being straight mean to yourself, I guess, you know. Yeah, you accidentally made the maker. That's funny. Nah, your your John Doe doesn't look like crap, dude. Spider-Man is back. The famous "I'm back" line from Spider-Man. Oh yeah, of course, dude. When I saw that, I was like, damn, I gotta steal that idea to use for myself. What stop motion app do you use, Spider-Man fan? Damn, Razor Slasher, you do stop motion too. I always feel so left out. So many people do stop motion that like follow me and hang out with me and stuff, and I don't. I don't know that I'd be good at it though. Okay. So I gotta. Yeah, why are you mad at yourself, buddy? I got a better idea for the Punisher logo. A Punisher logo vest. That looks sick, like a vest. I forgot I had this thing. I know Razor Slasher said it was you, right? Razor Slasher that said you like the Punisher, John Bernthal Punisher. Yeah, like the show with the vest, exactly. Maybe I'll dye a lot of this figure since it's gonna be all black, so I don't have to prep as much. I could just like I'm thinking like the only stuff I would have to paint would be everything from the waist down actually. So maybe I'll just paint it. And then if I put a trench coat on it, then you won't even see the back side. So, and the front side is mostly covered by this belt. So yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'll just hand paint everything. Do I have any dino figs? No, but I want to get some. I've been really eyeing up some of those Jurassic World figures. I made a mess on my desk again. Gosh darn it. Let's go ahead and clean that up one more time. Abel, what's up, bro? Thank you. You want to move to Malaysia? What's there? I hope they do Razor Slasher, but I feel like the chances are low at this point, sadly. I think I honestly think they'll probably shelf Blade for a while and then get like a new actor and then, you know, because I don't know, they can't like, well, they can't find a director, right? They keep cycling through directors because they keep like not being able to come to a script they both like or whatever. And I know the actor is like, dude, what the hell is going on? But what sucks is they teased that and also teased what's his name, Black Knight or whatever, right? And at the end of Eternals and one of the end credit scenes. So it's like there's so much hanging in the air with the whatchamacallit being so in the air, Blade and stuff, so. Triple X McDonald's try? Pose, what's up, bro? We're still here, dog. Yeah, I've never seen Wesley Snipes either. Nah, you're good, bro. I'm glad you guys had fun. Spider-Man fan, I'm hungry too, bro. I gotta eat some food. I might log off here in a few so I can eat and stuff. We made some good progress though. Let's paint up. The arms will be really easy to paint in the torso. Let's paint those up real quick and then I'll go ahead and wrap up so I can eat and sleep. Who needs either of those things, right? Bob G, exactly, bro. If I was really lazy, I wouldn't even bother painting any of this, and then I would just make sure to get a trench coat. But I'll at least put some paint on here. Well, would I even be able to put a trench coat because he's got that big old backpack with the guns on it? I guess I could put that over the trench coat. Oh no, this, so yeah, this goes on there and I can put the trench coat and then I can put that through the back of the trench coat. Yeah, okay, never mind. I don't know why I thought they were all one piece for a second. Silly me. Oh my goodness. I keep doing it off camera. I'm sorry. Yeah, the trench coat will definitely be removable. I won't make it like permanent. Oh yeah, let me show you the Red Goblin so far. We took a break from it because I had to do some like joint prep and priming the lower parts that were like kind of like that like greenish, like yellowish vibe. I painted that black so that we can have a more consistent color throughout the figure with the reds. And so while that was like drying and stuff, we moved on over to the Punisher here. But let me go ahead and finish this arm and then I can show you. Also, I didn't mean to just brush past that earlier. What parts of your character are you like struggling with? Black hole. This won't come out. Okay, fine. Oh. I did not mean to get white on the scarf. Oops. What do I want Santa to put on my Christmas tree this year? Man, I don't know. Some good figs, you know? What did I get for Christmas last year? I got some figs, I got some supplies. It was really cool. My girlfriend bought me a bunch of like lights and stuff, you know, so I can do more photography and stuff. She does insane research work. You can tell she's got a college degree in anthropology. She can research like no other. She'll go down endless Reddit black hole, or not black holes, rabbit holes, learning about what the best. She learned what the best posing stands were, the best lights for like toy photography and all kinds of stuff. She's pretty amazing. Oh, he's already coming together nicely. Gamer guy, yeah, probably. Is that Punisher or something? Yep, it's Punisher. Some people don't know the truth. Well, Santa came too. I'm just saying my girlfriend bought me some stuff as well. Ben Quadaneros, the GOAT. Yeah, I could see how that could be a little tricky to figure out, but I think it's like also kind of like in a fun way. I think it could really it's like really unique. So I think there's a lot of really good storytelling that's there just because of that alone. Yeah, break from the writer's block is always nice, huh? Why won't these come out? Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I just lost that shoulder blade forever. Tomsters, what's up, bro? I'm hoping for Brecky Hill under my Christmas tree. Spider-Man fan, you're wild. All right, got it. Sorry, bun hair on there fell on the ground. Yeah, Razor, I'll probably be logging off the same time. But I'll writ dye these. I'll probably prep these joints better, see how they hold up. Well, I'll paint these now, let them dry overnight. They got a lot of space in there, so I might not have to prep them too much. So I'm gonna get some paint on these joints, and then I'll get ready to log off here for the night so I can eat, sleep, and then wake up tomorrow and work on more action figures. How's that sound, chat? We should do like a breakfast live stream sometime. I work night shift, so what's breakfast time for you guys? I wake up around like 11 usually, 10, 11. I know some people are already at work and on their lunch break by then. 1 a.m. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, 1 p.m. Will the Saturday stream? So I'm not sure if I'll go live tomorrow. My girlfriend and I are going out to the boonies of Illinois to visit her family. We're gonna do like a summer barbecue and stuff. So I don't know what time we're gonna get back. They live about 2 hours from here. So I don't know what time I'll be getting home tomorrow night. So if I get home at a reasonable time, maybe. I don't know. My girlfriend and I have the night off from work, which she never has Saturday nights off. So I might just spend some time with her too. But I'll keep you guys in the loop on if I go live tomorrow night or not. But if I don't, I work Sunday, but Monday I'll be able to do a live stream because I'm off from work. I'm on vacation. My family's coming to visit me Tuesday, so I took off Monday. So I'll be able to go live Monday. But 24th after Fantastic Four? Yeah, absolutely. Yep. I'll have to make sure it's everyone knows it's a spoiler chat and we can talk about Fantastic Four. But I'll definitely make sure to go live after that because I'm gonna want to talk about it, I'm sure. But all right, Razor Bro, I'll see ya. Tomsters, you're gonna love it, bro. I can't wait to see what you think. I'm pretty certain you'll love it. But yeah, we made some good progress tonight. We started Punisher. We made a really I don't think I ever showed off Red Carnage for whoever was asking. But we made a ton of progress on this guy, which looks insane. Oh, Pose, you're asking about, right? Sorry, dude. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, he looks gross, right? So we made a lot of good progress tonight. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and log off so I can eat, sleep, pet my rabbit a little bit. So I'll keep you guys in the loop. If not tomorrow night, I'll be live Monday night. We can do it all over again. So I appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for hanging out, spending your Friday night with me, and I'll see you at the next one. Chick-fil-A to your grandma's. You got it, Spider-Man fan. I'll talk to you guys. You guys all have a good night.